I was hired by former President Muhammadu Buhari to protect terrorist-infested Abuja-Kaduna road, ex-militant Asari Dokubo has stated. We should recall that the highway was reputed to be one of the most dangerous and risky for travelers during the whole 2 terms of Buhari as Nigerian president because of incessant kidnappings and murders. The Nigerian Delta militant leader Asari Dokubo has narrated that the immediate past government of Muhammadu Buhari engaged him to protect the Abuja-Kaduna highway. The highway was reputed to be one of the most dangerous and risky for travelers during the whole 2 terms of Buhari as Nigerian president because of incessant kidnappings and murders. But in the twilight of the immediate past government, reports of violence crashed significantly, according to the reports, when he paid a visit to the current President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at Asari last month. Dokubo had claimed that his footmen and cabinets were responsible for the axis stability, that is, the Abuja and Kaduna highway stability. But in a recently released video, Dokubo boasted that his intervention was what restored peace and tranquility to the highway. He stated that while he was not on good terms with Muhammadu Buhari for most of his government, the ex-president still recognized the potentials in him and assigned him a critical duty. He was quoted by reporters as saying, "If the Buhari-led government can engage me to bring safety for the people on the Abuja-Kaduna road, it should be commended. Do you know how many lives were saved? Do you know how many people were brought out from depression and trauma? Have you ever spoken to people who have been kidnapped before? We did not employ ourselves. The government, then led by Muhammadu Buhari, saw the potential in us and knowing that we can deliver, engaged us. That the Buhari government engaged me shows that they know who I am. I was not a friend of Buhari. For 7 years, I was anti-Buhari. Muhammadu Buhari, with all that saw the capacity in me, that I am capable, and the government came and asked for my help. Meanwhile, attempts to reach Garba Shehu, Buhari's spokesman, for comments were unsuccessful as of the time of reporting this report, as he rejected calls put through him. We should recall also that our current president Bola Ahmed Tinubu last month received the ex-militant Asari Dokubo, who visited him at the Asari villa. Our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu says that Niger Delta Asari Dokubo, in his visit to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, says that Niger Delta will stand behind Tinubu against all theft. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has received support from the people of the Niger Delta region in his fight against oil theft in order to improve the nation's economy. Mr. Asari Dokubo, a Niger Delta activist, gave the support assurance when he visited the president last month. Dokubo said that the resources in the region was being hijacked by a few Nigerians and their cohorts against the greatest interest of the citizens. He said Niger Delta activists would ensure that the wealth of the people was used judiciously for the common good of the region and its people. We know that oil theft is an organized racket by some powerful people, including military personnel who give directives from Abuja. We have been saying this a long time ago, and many Nigerians do not understand the politics in oil thefts. I told the president that we know the people involved in these thefts. Here was a crime being conducted within meters away from security posts of personnel sent to guard these oil installations. These security agents were able to intimidate other legally recognized agencies mandated to guard these installations. We need to speak out against these elements and stop the bleeding of the economy, he said. Dokubo said that he had extensive discussions with the president when he visited him, and he assured the president that very soon the bad eggs in the system would be flushed out to give way for sanity in the Niger Delta region. He said the nation should not be held hostage again by a few individuals and groups who have no interest in the development of the Niger Delta and Nigeria generally. I will work with all stakeholders to see that oil theft is brought to zero level and also fight other crimes against the well-being of the economy of the country in the region, Dokubo vowed to the president. His visit was to show his support to the current administration in any way he can, he said. And he also averred that the president is his father and has seen him through during his days of tough times